Another day, another new expansion for The Sims 4. They churn them out pretty regularly, don't they? Someone should explain to EA that E3 doesn't stand for the endless expansion extravaganza. But there's no place for such doom and gloom where we're going. I'm pretty sure frowns are banned on the tropical paradise of Island Living, a new Sims 4 expansion coming on July 21st. I've written here that I can't wait to dive in, but before you judge me, you try staying up to 3 AM watching press conferences and then writing dumb jokes about virtual sand. This job is not easy. I'm just lowly Alice from Rock Paper Shotgun and not an EA game changer, so I wasn't invited out to get a taste of the new expansion and to eat expensive snacks and be given free faux fur coats and whatever it is influencers do these days. The EA Game Changers, the chosen few who I'm not at all jealous of, will be showing more of the game over the coming days. But here I've gathered everything I'm most interested in about the upcoming Sims 4 add-on. Here's what to expect and why you should be excited for it. As you'll know if you've watched my thorough ranking of Sims 4 DLCs, expansions are add-ons that give us a whole new world. In this case, the island of Sulani. Chatting on stream, the game's producers revealed they've taken influence from Polynesian culture, and from Creator Sim to Build and Buy mode, it appears the team made sure to create a genuine tropical paradise feeling. And from what we've seen so far, it really shows. I'll get on to Creator Sim a little bit later, because I want to draw your eyes to some features of the island. Sims are able to, for the first time in The Sims 4, walk straight into the open water from the land. This was first introduced way back in The Sims 2 Bon Voyage and came to The Sims 3 in a patch. But finally, after 5 years of The Sims 4 existing, we can do it again. No longer will my Sims stare sadly at open bodies of water, dreaming of dipping their toes in that refreshing brine. A tropical island setting is not majorly new for the Sims series, what with the Sims Castaway stories, the aforementioned Sims 2 Bon Voyage, and the Sims 3 Island Paradise, which is what I keep nearly calling this pack. We were even introduced to beaches way back in the original Sims 1 Vacation, or On Holiday as it was called in the UK. If they really wanted to adapt it to UK audiences, they'd have made all the beaches out of hard pebbles and scattered them with dog shit. It is important to note that Island Living is not a holiday destination and is an actual place for your Sims to live in, partake in the culture with pit barbecues and carver parties, and try new delicacies. While there are only so many Mai Tais a human body can take, don't ask me how I know, the Sims 4 team justify your long stay by going above and beyond what we can expect from this sandy instalment. Firstly, there's a volcano. Yeah, that's right, a proper active volcano which spews lava bombs all over the place, which is our first taste of natural disasters in The Sims 4. I'm not sure this is quite the selling point they think it is. If you've ever seen the documentary Dante's Peak, you'll know volcanoes are often bad for your health. You can live either near the coast, again more on that later, or up in the hills, but that's going to be pretty close to old volcano. There are local elemental spirits, aka ghosts, who will teach you the history of the island and will appreciate you looking after the island. I wonder if they are the spirits of people who built their condos too close to the volcano. Sinister food for thought. There are jet skis, or aquazips as the producers called them, which it looks like you can do tricks on, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a skill level attached to driving them. I mean, I've been on a real life jet ski, they're pretty difficult to use, but then again I am clumsy and have zero coordination. Moving on, there are canoes, again difficult to navigate with, although I am very good at purposefully capsizing a canoe. Honest, it was on purpose, it was a requirement for Sea Scouts. Despite these death-defying activities, if your name is Alice, it appears there is no deep-sea diving. Again, something I have tried and was ultimately very bad at. But there is snorkeling, so you can have a look at the beautiful fish and coral living under the surface of the ocean. Good to see that Sims haven't royally f***ed up their oceans in the same way we have. Of course, in the Sims 3 Island Paradise, increasing your snorkeling skill allows you to start scuba diving in diving areas. So, maybe it'll happen here. Oh, and just casually, you can befriend dolphins. Yep, that's right. Name them, teach them tricks, the whole lot. Who wouldn't want a dolphin friend? I think I would, if only to save me from drowning after another canoe accident. Or if that's still a bit too much, you can just feel the waves beneath you as you float on the sea. If you prefer to be on land, you can find seashells, a new collectible item I assume. Personally, I think professional dolphin friend should be a job. But unfortunately they can only pay you in shrimp. If you want a proper income, some of Island Living's new jobs can be picked up for a bit of money on the side, such as doing a spot of fishing, becoming a diving instructor, or being a lifeguard. But my favourite, you can become a conservationist. You can don special conservationist clothes and go out cleaning up the island, where the island will thank you by blossoming the cleaner it gets. Considering these games are set in a universe with no real consequences, it's great to see the Sims team bringing this to attention and explaining how plastic pollution is going to be something that will affect its younger audience more drastically. But before I break down in tears for the death of Mother Earth, there is still plenty of escapism here. Says the girl whose favourite stuff pack is Laundry Day. One of the more out there additions is the new occult type you can create in Create a Sim or happen across whilst exploring Sulani. Mermaids and mermen. It appears that they are able to walk on the land, and then as soon as they hit the ocean, out grows a tail as they become their mer selves. It looks absolutely fantastic. I'm not even really one to dabble with occult sims. I don't find the vampires, aliens or plant sims that interesting, but these mermaids are really doing it for me. We briefly saw how they can be customised at the EA Play event, and we even caught a glimpse of the new trait randomizer. 2019, the year of the trait randomizer. We are truly blessed. I'm hoping it will come as part of a free update and will not be exclusive to Island Living, but we'll have to wait and see. And there have been a few leaks of some new traits and aspirations available in Create a Sim, all of which are going to enhance a lot of the Island Living gameplay. One is a new location aspiration, and the traits are Child of the Island and Child of the Ocean. Create a Sim not only gets mermaids, did I mention the mermaids? But it also comes with some new human bits too, such as new island wear with new colours, patterns, accessories and hair. Looks like there are some new tattoos too. Sims can now also get sunburnt or tanned. I'm hoping there's SPF in the Sims, otherwise there's going to be a lot of sunburnt Sims running around. I burn so easily. Why has my half Italian blood betrayed me so? I think, however, that beyond the excitement of mermaids, the most exciting bit for me and other builders is building houses on stilts over water. In some of the leaks of the world map, you can see lots that are half land and half water, meaning your Sims will be able to dive straight over their porch into the ocean. I cannot cope with this. It's so exciting. It appears the stilts are a foundation type, so can also be applied to houses on land if you're that way inclined. In the back of my mind, I can half remember a story about a man who built his house on the sand, but I'm pretty sure it ended well for him and he lived happily ever after. Yep. We also get lounge chairs for the first time. If you're new to The Sims and you're like, but they seem pretty basic, what about pools? Well, let me tell you, since The Sims 4 came out and then got its pool update, Sims have been sitting on basic chairs and other sitting devices like absolute numpties. I'm excited to see all of the Polynesian-esque buy items too. It's going to be an absolute blast building my first lot in this world. Some leaks suggest some new lot traits too, such as Oceanic Paradise and Off the Grid, which would make sense of course, as these are completely different lot types to what we've seen in the past. I'm so excited. Towards the end of their presentation, it was announced that there will be a free update this month coinciding with Pride to give gender-neutral bathrooms and various Pride items in partnership with It Gets Better. There was also news that there will be a Moschino stuff pack releasing later this month, which will come with a career, the first time you've ever seen this in a stuff pack, part-time fashion photographer. And another game pack was announced coming this autumn, which will potentially add a bunch more occult sims. Realm of Magic. I wonder how it will fare next to the fan-made Pufferhead CC pack. It's an exciting time to be a Sims fan. I've broken the pack down into the features that excite me, but I'm looking forward to doing a more in-depth review when the expansion launches towards the end of July. I don't think I've been this excited for a pack since Laundry Day. If you're excited or not for Island Living, do let me know in the comments why that is, and let me know if you're disappointed with the announcement. There are no spiral staircases, nor are there any universities, but do you think this pack is good enough to make up for that? Let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, and as always, subscribe to Rock Paper Shotgun if you haven't already. Like I said, I will be covering this in more detail once it's released, so make sure you're subscribed to see it. If you want to see more of my Sims stuff, why not check out my Strangerville review or my breakdown of all the best Sims 4 packs. Thanks for watching!